Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com, setting the record straight about climate. The BBC wants to pass a law that would make climate change illegal. This idea seems like it might be problematic, though. In 1975, the National Academy of Sciences wrote, "The climates of the Earth have always been changing, and they will doubtless continue to do so in the future. How large these future changes will be, and where and how rapidly they will occur, we do not know." So if we passed a law banning climate change, we'd have to prosecute the Earth for the past 3.5 billion years of history. And I'm not certain who has the jurisdiction to sue the Earth anyway. Let's take a closer look at what the BBC is saying. One of the most robust laws on climate change yet has been created in Denmark. Can legislation really make failing to act on climate change illegal? So apparently in Denmark, it's now illegal to fail to act on climate change. Let's look now at the consequences of what Denmark has done. According to National Geographic, eating meat has dire consequences for the climate. So anyone who continues eating meat in Denmark could potentially be arrested for failing to act on climate change. So we definitely cannot eat meat. And the Union of Concerned Scientists says that personal vehicles are a major cause of global warming. So anyone in Denmark who continues to use a car could potentially be arrested for failing to act on climate. And according to India Times, air conditioning is the world's next big threat for global warming. So anyone in Denmark who's still using air conditioning could potentially be arrested for failing to act on climate. And experts say that pets cause global warming. So anyone in Denmark who still has a dog could potentially be arrested for failing to act on climate. And cat owners not only cause global warming, but they also cause severe allergies in people like me. So according to the new law, cat owners should certainly be locked up. And 11,000 climate experts say that Earth needs a lot fewer people than we have now. They say that the optimal population for the climate is between 1 and 2 billion people, way down from the current 7.5 billion population. So under Denmark's new law, if you don't wipe out 6 billion people, you are failing to act on climate. Apparently under Denmark's new law, failure to commit genocide would be considered prosecutable. What this new law in Denmark does is it gives dictatorial power to any academic who wants to make up a fake story about what causes global warming. And this is exactly what President Eisenhower warned about in his farewell speech. An academic elite seizing control of public policy.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together. Akin to and largely responsible for the sweeping changes in our industrial military posture has been the technological revolution during recent decades. In this revolution, research has become central. It also becomes more formalized, complex, and costly. A steadily increasing share is conducted for, by, or at the direction of the federal government. Today, the solitary inventor, tinkering in his shop, has been overshadowed by task forces of scientists in laboratories and testing fields. In the same fashion, the free university, historically the fountainhead of free ideas and scientific discovery, has experienced a revolution in the conduct of research. Partly because of the huge costs involved, a government contract becomes virtually a substitute for intellectual curiosity. For every old blackboard, there are now hundreds of new electronic computers. The prospect of domination of the nation's scholars by federal employment, project allocations, and the power of money is ever present. and is gravely to be regarded. Yet in holding scientific research and discovery in respect, as we should, we must also be alert to the equal and opposite danger that public policy could itself become the captive of a scientific, technological elite.
The left currently harbors so many completely inane ideas, it's difficult to say which one is the worst, but stopping climate change rates right up there among the top. Toto believes that government should be of the people, by the people, and for the people, just like Abraham Lincoln said. And Toto also thinks it's a very bad idea to let clueless, dishonest, agenda-driven academics destroy our civilization. Please visit Toto on the web at realclimatescience.com. He's been pulling back the curtain on junk science and propaganda for a long time.